What's up? What's up, Facebook? What's up? You are now tuned into another episode of J Spot. Well, not really an episode, but it's my 1 year anniversary exactly today. November 29th, 2017. Exactly 1 year ago, I started J Spot. And we still going. Still grinding, still pushing, still focused. It's a blessing. It's really a blessing. Now, I said I was going to do an episode tonight, but I said tonight I'm going to more like thank all of my fans and my viewers from the bottom of my heart. Like, I couldn't have made it to a year without you guys. So I said it's only right. Let me just, thank my fans. Thank all of my viewers. All the people who supported me. All the people who still support me. All the people who support J Spot, period. It's only right. I had to thank you guys. I mean, it was a rough journey, a rough start in the beginning, but I got the hang of it. My fans, y'all helped me. Y'all pushed me. Y'all just been supporting me since day one. Especially my bro, Brown. I see you, Brown. Salute. Thank you for your endless support. Always tuning in, always holding me down, always sharing episodes. Preaching. Like, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. From Brooklyn to Connecticut, I appreciate it. And for all others who tuned in and who've been, supporting me and, hitting me with emails for different topics to talk about. I just want to thank you guys. Like, seriously, I want to thank you guys. But it's so surreal. It's like 1 year. Like, most people start things in their life and they just give up. And in the beginning, I was a little scared, but, I just kept pushing. I just kept putting my mind to it. Just kept being humble about it, but praying at the same time, that these episodes are help, whether it's a woman or it's a guy. And, like, that's why I always ask for everyone to share my episodes, because you personally that might be viewing, you can't relate to it, but it might be someone else on your Facebook, one of your friends that can relate to one of my topics, one of my episodes, and they might be going through what I'm talking about. So that's why I ask for the endless, support to share it, to post it on your wall. Like, you never know, it can help someone out there. Someone might be going through the same troubles that I was going through in the beginning, and then they might see my episodes and they might have some light and some advice on how to handle a situation. Because let's be real, a lot of people out here, they have answers, but they don't be wanting to share it. They'll just say, nah, I'm gonna let him find out on his own, or I'm gonna let her find out on her own. And we gotta do better than that. Our mindsets, believe it or not, is messed up. Like, we gotta help one another. Because if we don't help one another, we just going to keep, trying to find the right answers, just going down the wrong roads. And we don't need that. We really don't. Peace, brother. Congrats on the anniversary, bro. Great work, fam. And you're welcome, my brother. Thank you once again, Brown. Thank you. Man, you don't know. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, so, my episodes could probably help someone out there that's going through, something, just going through something. Like, some people might not have the right, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, you guys. Yeah, that's why I asked for the help to support my topics and share it. Because it might be someone, like I said, that might be on your Facebook wall or your friends list that's going through one of the topics that I'm discussing, and I could probably help them or give them advice or just make them get the right help, or I might say something that they could relate to and it might help them. And although this is my 1-year anniversary, I'm not even gonna consider this an episode, because I still haven't done my 30th episode. So next Tuesday I'm gonna do my 30th episode. I wanted to air this yesterday, which was Tuesday, but when I looked at the time frame, I'm like, wait, I started it exactly a year ago on a Wednesday. Why not do it a year ago on a Wednesday? So that's why I brought it tonight. But I normally air every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So next Tuesday, I'll be on the air. So tonight was just, a special night for my 1-year anniversary for Jay's spot. So I said, let me do it tonight. So yeah, I brought it to you tonight. But going through just some of the episodes and some of the stuff I've been talking about, I went through a lot of topics. From my first topic, which was being a father to your child. That was my very first topic, being a father to your child. And a lot of people always, ask me, but I mean, they know the answer to it now. But a lot of people used to ask me, yo, what did Jay's spot come about? How did that come about? And I tell them the same. I was dealing with a situation with my kid's mother that was really messing me up. It was getting the best of me. And as a father and as a man, you can't go about the situation the way you really want to go about it. And I say that to say this, because you have some men out there, when they going through situations with their kid's mother, they want to threaten them, they want to curse them, they want to do this, that, and the third. I'm not going through all of that. I said, if I have to fight this way, then I'm going to just have to fight that way. Because we all know, as a man, if I make that one slip up, I could possibly lose my kids. I could possibly lose my rights to my kids, or my visitation rights, or however you want to put it. So I said, to avoid going through all of that, I'm just going to fight the way she wants to fight. Because in all reality, this is not what I wanted. I didn't want to go through this whole court system. But, when you're dealing with someone who's bitter and can't let go, and when they see you've moved on and they see you're happy elsewhere, the only next choice they have is to use the kids or the child. And I was praying on it that it didn't reach to that level, but it happened. But I'm in a better place now. I've been fighting since day one, still fighting. Never gave up, never gonna give up. And that's the whole point about some of my episodes, to not give up. Keep fighting. You could be fighting for a year, 6 months to a year to 2 years to 4 years to 6 years. Keep fighting. At the end of the tunnel, you're going to see the light sooner or later. But you just got to have it in you to fight. And me, those that know me personally, y'all know I'm a fighter. I'm not just going to lay down and let you walk all over me. That's not happening. And then especially with my kids involved, I'm going all out for my kids. And that's what all real fathers should do, as well as all real mothers. They should go all out for their kids. If you're not getting to see your kids and you've tried and it's still not working, then you got to take it to the courts. It's sad that one parent can't be mature about the situation, but it's your kids. Never give up on your kids. And that's one thing about me. I'm not giving up on my kids. Never am I going to give up on my kids. Because at the end of the day, if my kids come across these episodes years later down the line, they're going to see their father was a fighter. He fought for them. He didn't just give up. He didn't just let mommy walk all over him. He fought. So for now, a lot of people won't understand. A lot of people mightn't see the point in some of the topics, but later down the line, it's gonna help. Or even in the present moment, it's gonna help, because someone might be going through something that I'm speaking about, and it's gonna help them. And my second episode, it was active fathers versus inactive fathers. That episode right there, the main 2 episodes was touching episodes for me. And I got a lot of feedback on it. A lot of people chimed in. A lot of people, gave their feedback. And I saw a lot of people relating to what I was going through. I saw it. And it felt good to know there's people watching. They might not be saying anything, but there's people watching. Got a comment from Brown. That is good that you use your personal situation, you utilize a negative situation to turn it into a positive, which is not easy at times. I'm sure your episodes are also therapeutic for you as well. Yeah, salute, Brown, salute. I mean, for me, I'm a personal person, like all around the board. Those that like personally know me, that like walk the streets with me, that hang out with me, I'm a personal type of guy. But I felt like you said, it was therapeutic. I'm not gonna lie, it was. But at the same time, I felt, why not? Why not talk about it? Because the more I'm just holding it in, the more I'm just keeping it inside, it's just doing nothing but making me angrier and angrier and more mad. And that's not me. So, I had a lot of talkings with different people. I'm like, yo, should I do this? Like, is this going to be putting too much of my personal business out there? And a lot of people was like, yo, you could turn that negative into a positive. Pretty much of what you just said, Brown. So I said, why not? I'm giving you guys, my personal situation with my kids, but it's not everything that's personal. There's still a lot of information that I'm withholding, that I haven't brought to the light yet. But I'm showing as the episodes go along. I might not bring it out like it's coming from me personally. I might try to switch it up and put it like it's in a third party. But as time goes along, I know I'm gonna open up and probably bring out more, because I just want for fathers and men in general to just, these kids need us. I don't want no man giving up on their child. I don't want no man giving up on their child. And it's sad that you have men out here in this world that give up on their kids. And it hurts my heart to see them giving up on their kids, because it's like, it didn't take one person to create this child. It took 2 people. 2, not just one. It took 2. And when I hear how some of these fathers be talking, they like, yo, I'm not with her no more. Let the new dude take care of the kids. And it's like, yo, that's your kid. Why you want the next man to raise your kid? I don't get it. Like, why you want the next man to raise your child? And some of them be like, oh, Jay, you talking too much. You talking this, you talking that. You preaching this, but these women are grimy. Yes. It took for me to go through my situation I'm going through to realize that not all women, but most women are grimy and evil. And I'm dealing with one now. Well, my kid's mother, but I'm not going to let that run me away from all women. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not. I'm going to keep, doing me. I'm going to keep fighting, keep pushing. I'm going to keep trying to help others. And that's what I want to do. I want to help others, because people can help others and they choose not to. They choose not to. A comment from Marie. I know it's personal, but can I ask, since you have been fighting for your kids, have things been working in your favor? Because I know they say the system is for the mothers. Just curious. Now, Marie, really and truly, yes, the system is for the mothers. I'm not even gonna lie. But in my case, the system has been in my favor. And I feel they see the type of type of father I am. They see I'm fighting. They see I'm not giving up. They see if something don't sit well with me, we coming right back. We gonna get this right. I'm not gonna just lay there and let y'all walk all over me. No. They see that I'm fighting. They see my kids could tell them as well. Like my son, when your child is of a certain age, I believe 10 years old, he's appointed his own attorney. So my son was telling his attorney, you know, he loves spending time with his dad. He loved doing things with his dad. Me, him, and his sister, we all have fun when we're together. Like, my son is of age. He can speak up. It's just my daughter now. She's 1. But when she gets to that age where she can talk a lot, I mean, she can talk. She's talking now. Don't get it twisted. She's talking. But when she has more of an older understanding, like when she, let's say, gets to 3, where she can, you know, hold a long conversation with you and she'll understand. I mean, she's still young, but she'll have a little understanding. That's what I'm waiting for. Because then my daughter's going to be just like her brother. She's going to be able to say, like, when we with daddy, like, daddy is daddy. Daddy's fun. Daddy does things with us. Daddy plays with us. Daddy takes us out. Daddy takes us places. We have fun. And my son is 12 years old, and he could tell anybody that ask him, is your father a deadbeat? No. I mean, well, he might not know the meaning for that, but if they ask him, like, do you have fun with your father? He's gonna, I don't even have to say anything. I don't even have to look at my son. He can just answer it on his own. He can just answer it on his own because I believe in my son. I have faith in my son. And my son believes in me and have faith in me. That's why I try my best not to let him down. I try my best to, if he asks me for something, if I don't have it right then and there, I try my best to get it for him. Or I try my best to make it happen. So the relationship me and my son have, I love it. Can it be a lot tighter? Yes, it can. But the type of mother he has, like, you know, it's like he's caught in the middle. And one thing about me, I don't want my son to fear me. But his mother, she pulls that card. She like wants you to fear her so you could basically be scared of her. But not like that with me and my son. I don't want him to fear me. I keep it real with my son. I be 100% with my son. I've always told my son, like, you will always get the truth from me. You will always get the truth from me. I'm not going to hold anything from you. I'm not. Because being real with your kids is the best policy. It don't make sense to sugarcoat anything or lie about anything, because sooner or later what's done in the dark is going to come to light. And boy, oh boy, when that time come and my son see the truth and the understanding of why I fought so hard for him and his sister, he's gonna understand. He's gonna understand, and he's gonna see who the bad guy is. Because right now I'm labeled as the bad guy because I'm fighting for my kids, which is crazy to me. But hey, it don't break me. It don't bother me. I'm doing what any real father would do, and that's fight for his kids. So to answer your question, Marie, yes, the system it's been working for me, but you know, at some points it favors the mother, it favors the women, but I'm fighting. I'm fighting. Comment from Brown. Very good that you're using social media as a great tool and a resource to touch the mass of people about social ills of our community. Many people use social media for foolishness. That's true. But it's great that listeners can listen to a mature intellectual conversation, which is scarce and rare. That's true, Brown. That's very true. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, let's be real. Back in the days, social media wasn't born. So when we had the people like Jay-Z and Big L, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, all of them, they had to get their music out by going to different like lounges and performing, and hoping A&R is there and can take their tape and get it out there. So if social media was popular back then in that era, oh man, the game would be crazy. It would be crazy because social media it touches like you said, Brian, it touches the masses. You can reach someone in Chicago, in Indiana, in St. Louis. Like, you can reach someone in different countries. Once you have like a YouTube channel, and you have like maybe social media like Instagram and Facebook, of course, you can reach a lot of people, and then that's your tool right there to get to get out there to the world, to let people know who you are, And as for me, I started as an actor. Like, that's still in my heart. That's still in my passion. I'm still pushing to do acting. But at the present time, I say, you know what, let me branch out and do more than one thing. Let me not only focus on the acting. Let me focus on, these social media blogs. Let me try to help someone that needs help. Because I know for me, growing up, when I needed help or I wanted help, I couldn't get it. But now that I'm older and I'm of age, I want to help others. Because other people out there are not helping, so I want to help others. And I do hope that, my episodes touch the heart of some woman or some man that might be going through some of my topics. I do hope it touches them, because people are listening, but they're not doing anything. People are listening, but they're not doing anything. Like, they will come across, for example, I be up on YouTube constantly. I surf other men just like myself who might be going through a situation with their kid's mother. I search and I hear other people's cry for help. I hear them saying, yo, I'm not getting to see my kids. My kid's birthday coming up, I can't see my kids. The holidays coming up, I can't see my kids. I feel for those people, whether it be man or woman. I feel for them, because I once was in that boat. I'm still kind of in that boat, but I once was in that boat. But I did my homework, I did my research, and I fought. I didn't give up. I fought. I fought. And I'm still fighting to the point where other people might get disgusted of me, but I'm fighting for a great cause. Not even a good cause, a great cause. And that's my kids. I'm fighting for my kids. So I feel when you believe in something as strong as I believe in when it comes to my kids, go for it. Go all out. And anyone that knows me, like, I would go all out for my kids. All out for them. All out for them. Because one, they didn't ask to be here. They didn't ask to be here. But while they're here, I'm going to try my best in my heart to give them the life I never had. And to give them a better life than I had. Because they don't deserve anything less. They deserve to be happy and to enjoy life and to be able to do what they want, to be able to travel and be free and learn and just be great kids that they are. Every kid deserves that. Every kid, not just my kids, every kid. Every kid out there deserves to enjoy life. They shouldn't be held back because mommy and daddy not getting along. Or mommy don't want daddy to see the kids, or daddy don't want mommy to see the kids. Like, had the tables been turned and I had, like my kids lived with me, I would not be bitter and keep my kids away from their mother. I would let my kids see their mother, because it took two of us to make these kids. It ain't just take me, and it ain't just take her. So, yeah, I'm going to let my kids see their mother, and until something like drastic happens where I feel, okay, no, she don't need to be around these kids, then that's when I'm take it to the courts. Like, look, I don't want her around my kids. But I'm not bitter. And someone brought that to my attention just the other day. When you don't, how did she say it? When you don't care for a person anymore, what they do won't affect you or bother you. And I say all that to say, because you have some women, when they can't let go of, the guy or the kid's father or the husband or whatever, when that man has moved on, they will do petty stuff like use the kids against that man. And that's not right. If you and that man are going through something, let it be between you and that man. Don't involve the kids in it. Don't rob the kids of a father figure. Don't rob the kids of a loving father. If you and that man are going through something, let it be between you and that man, but don't rob those kids of a father figure or a father. And that right there is where I say it's petty, it's evil, it's vindictive. It's like, just because you grew up without a father, don't make your kids grow up like how you grew up. And that's the whole thing with me. My kid's mother, she grew up fatherless. I grew up with my father up until the age of 15. I grew up with my father up until the age of 15. But he lived with me for 15 years. From birth until I was the age of 15. So I know what it's like to have a father in the household. My kid's mother, she never had that. She never experienced that. So it's sad that it's sad that she would want her kids to grow up the same way, but that's not happening with me. Not me. I'm going to let it be known and let my presence be known for my kids, because that's the type of man I am. I'm sorry. Comment from Brown. Yo, once again, man, thank you for tuning in to my 1 year anniversary of J Spot. Thank you guys. Like, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Continue to share my episodes. You hear anything you like, click the thumbs up button or the heart button. Like, just let me know you rocking with your boy. I appreciate it. From the bottom of my heart. Comment from Brown. Yes, that is a very vicious cycle within the black community where many women use children as weapons. Yes, they do. It plays a very bad impact on the children mental. Yes, on the children mental, and can destroy the children, especially when they get older. They may not know how to get themselves involved in a relationship when it's time for them to date. Brown, I know that. You know that. And I hope and pray all my other viewers knows that. That is 100% true. Everything you just said right there is true. You have these women that's using, and like you said in the black community, you have these women that's using these kids as weapons. Just because the man don't want to be with the woman, or let's say vice versa. Let's say the woman left the man. Yeah, you might have the man that might be a little, bitter or whatever the case may be. But it's very rare you'll see the man doing bitter things to get back to get the mother back or something like that. But it's these women, most of these women that use these kids as weapons to hurt the father. And a lot of people, and I'm saying more than 20 people said to me, they like, yo, Jay, you know how much men would have been gave up to see you still pushing and fighting? You giving us hope. And that felt good to hear that from those people. Because that's all I want to do. I just want to give people hope and let people know, like, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Just keep fighting. Yes, it's time consuming. Yes. Lord. It's very time consuming. But to fight for your kids, that's not worth it. That's not worth it. I'm going to fight for my kids. I don't care how much time it takes for me. I don't care if I lose my job behind behind me fighting for my kids. I'm going to fight for my kids. I'm going to put that time up. I'm going to put that time and effort in. That's me. Because at the end of the day, and years later down the line to come, if my son or my daughter come across any of my topics on my YouTube channel, or if they just happen to be, come across it on Facebook, I don't know. I'm just saying, if they ever happen to come across it on Facebook, I want them to be able to say, yo, our daddy fought. Our daddy didn't just give up. And you have a lot of men out here, they just give up. That's not me. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I'm giving up when I'm dead. Point blank, period. That's when I'm giving up, when I'm dead. But as long as I'm breathing and the Lord is giving me breath and fresh air to breathe and to inhale, I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue fighting until it is fair between me and my kid's mother. I'm going to continue fighting, because it's not fair that a mother can be evil and bitter and still win and still, get to confuse the kids or grow them up knowing only one side of the family. No, that was my mistake with my son. And I can admit that. My kid's mother, she hindered me from bringing my son around my side of the family. And I was young, I was dumb, and I didn't know why, but I just like, okay, maybe it's best, our son be around your family. But then as I got older and I got, not to say I don't have common sense, but when I got older and I started seeing the truth, I'm like, nah. My son has two families. He has his mother's side of the family. He has my side of the family. He should not only be knowing her side of the family. He should know both sides. And then that's when I just started standing up. Because in the beginning, I was letting a lot go past me, a lot. I was letting a lot just go past me. But then I said, nah. Nope. Not anymore. It's not happening, Captain. And I started fighting. And I'm still fighting to this day. But, wow. Brown, I don't know if you remember all these topics, but we talked about, like I said, my second episode was active fathers versus inactive fathers. I talked about why men remain single. I talked about why men are disrespectful towards women. I talked about the dangers of social media. I talked about the ups and downs of family. I talked about the negative effects of mothers turning their kids against the fathers. I talked about how to truly be happy in your relationship. Wow, yo, I was on a roll. When should you introduce your kids to your significant other? Would you want your daughter to date a man like you? Abusive relationships, how to let go of your ex for good, getting out of the hood and chasing your goals, 15 and pregnant. This episode right here touched a lot of people, and the feedback behind it was crazy. My 15th episode, child support and the war on dads. That episode right there, like, I saw the feedback and I saw people chiming in, and they were just expressing themselves. They were really expressing themselves, and it felt good to know people was watching and they were listening and they were sharing that episode. It felt good. Another topic from Brown. Another comment. I said topic. Another comment. That is the great strength that you have, brother, as well as other men who put their best foot forward to be or try to be with their children. When so many obstacles that are against you, the mother, the judges, and the family court system, sometimes the woman's parents, the child support system, all of that against the one man who truly is trying to dictate themselves to their children. A young boy or girl is a child for a short period of time. Very true. Very true. A person is a child for a short span of a life. People spend majority of their life as adult. Very true, Brown. Very true. A young boy or girl is only a child for a short period of time. That's why everything that's being, how can I put it? Everything that's being told on against me to my kids, well, to my son, because my daughter's only one, but to my son, he's only going to be little for so long. My son is going to be 13 years old in February. He's about to leave a kid. He's about to be a teenager. 13. Teen. He's about to be a teenager. So everything that's going on, he lives with his mother and his sister, of course. So as he get older and he sees stuff for what it really is, he's going to be able to tell his sister, no, all that you hearing, that's not true about daddy. That's not true. Because he grew up right up under me. 13 years. He grew right up out of his mother's womb. I was right there. Just like my daughter, out of her mother's womb, I was right there. I never once left my kid's side. Never once. Never once. I was forced out of their lives by their mother, but I fought. I was forced out for about 3 months. I didn't see my kids. 3 months I didn't see my kids. About 3 or 4 months I didn't see my kids in the beginning. And when I say the beginning, like before I had to go to the courts to get visitation. But those I think it was 3 or 4 months. Maybe it was 4 months, but those months killed me. It felt like someone took my heart out of my body, put on some construction Timbs, and stomped on it. I was only able to talk to my son because at that time my daughter was only 5 months. At that time, I was only able to talk to my son through the phone. I didn't see him for 4 months, 3 or 4 months. I didn't see him. That killed me. I don't know how I made it through, but it's true what they say. God finds a way, and He found a way for me. He found that strength for me. He held me down, because Lord knows every day I would just eat, sleep, think about my kids. Every day. It was times I was at work, I couldn't function. I would break down into tears. And I'm a man. I can admit it. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. It was times I was at work and people would just come in and see me, say good morning, good afternoon, whatever. And I would just break down into tears. And they're like, yo, what's wrong with him? But they didn't know what I was going through. They didn't know what I was facing. They didn't know what it felt like to have kids, but you had hardly no access to them. That's why a lot of people was making fun of Tyrese and his situation with his daughter, Shayla, I believe her name is. But I felt that man pain. When Tyrese broke down and made that video and it went viral, I felt that man pain because that was me. Only thing I didn't do was cry on the air. That's the only thing I didn't do. But best believe behind closed doors or even out in the public at work, I was breaking down. And people didn't know what was wrong with me. Because I was to that point, it's like, yo, I can't believe this woman can be this evil. This evil to keep my kids, to keep our kids away from me. From their father who been around since day one. Day one, I've been around since day one. It's no, I was around for first 2 years. I disappeared for a year, came back, disappeared for 4 years, came back. It was none of that. I was around from day one. Day one, I was around. And I'm still around. So what Tyrese was going through for his daughter, I felt it. I felt his pain. And I wouldn't wish that pain on my worst enemy, because that's not a beautiful pain. That pain hurts. To know you help bring kids into the world and to know you can't be a part of your kids' lives for a couple of months, that shit hurt. That shit hurt. And I wouldn't wish that on I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. That is a pain I pray and pray and pray I never have to endure that pain again. And all of this came about because I found my sense, in other words. All of this I'm going through came about because I finally took a stand against my kid's mother. I just took a stand, that's all. I was tired of being walked all over at that time in the relationship. I was tired of it. So I took a stand. I left, but I never left my kids. I left her. I never left my kids. And once all fathers out there don't leave their kids, just keep doing what you're doing. Once you don't leave your kids, if you leave the woman, so be it. But just don't leave your kids. Because remember, like Brown said, they don't stay little forever. They gonna grow up. And when they grow up, they gonna want to know why weren't you there for them? They want to know why you weren't there for their birthdays. They want to know why you weren't there for their Christmases or for Thanksgiving. They're gonna have these questions. And you, as the father who wasn't around, who was absent from their life, you're gonna have to answer it. You're gonna have to answer it. Comment from Brown. When women play these games with children, it can backfire from what they are trying to do. Yes. Because when you hide something from somebody, they will be curious as to what they are hiding. The child may always want to be with their dad and resent the mother for what she did and what she has been doing, what she has been saying about the dad. Women who do not let the dad see the child is almost like being in prison and you just get visitation to see your children. It is basically the same thing. You do not have access to your children like you want to. Exactly, Brown. And that's what I was basically just saying. I didn't have access to my kids for a couple of months and it was killing me. And why I didn't have access? Because all these lies was being told on me. So I guess the court had to get, time to see like I guess who's telling the truth or whatever the case may be. And at the end of the day, the court system will never know who's telling the truth, believe it or not. But that's why I always say, once if you can record conversations, that's beautiful. If you got conversations through text message, that's beautiful. If you even have them through emails, that's beautiful. And I think that's why the court saw who the real bad person was in this situation, because I had screenshots of our conversation between me and my kid's mother. So when she would say I'm lying about something, I would say, oh, hold up, I'm lying. All right, give this to my lawyer. My lawyer presented to the judge. So who's the liar now? You saying I'm the liar, but on these text messages that from screenshots, it's showing you the liar. So it's sad that I had to move like that with her, but it helped me out. It only helped me out because I had proof of what I was saying. I was backing up everything I was talking about. I wasn't just saying it to say it. I had proof for it. The Tyrese another comment from Brown. The Tyrese situation was real. And that just shows you, no matter how much money you make, no matter how famous you are, no matter how successful you are, nothing is more important than your child or your children. And that is what Tyrese was saying. He just want his baby. Yeah, he just wanted his baby. That's all. He didn't want anything with the mother. He just wanted his baby. He just wanted to be in his daughter's life. That was a powerful clip, but many people making fun or making mockery of it. But us as the black community, we should not be laughing at. But us in the black community, we should not be laughing at that. We are of a nation of people. We are all the same, and when our people get destroyed, all of us are destroyed. That's why a village raises a child. That's why a village raises children. That's true. A lot of people took Tyrese crying for mockery, for fuckery. Excuse my language, but it is what it is. I was seeing so many different memes on Instagram as well as Facebook with him crying, with him saying, I just want my baby. And believe it or not, a lot of the people, I don't care. I don't care. I'm me. And what I'm about to say, this is me. But a lot of those people that was laughing at Tyrese, I guarantee a lot of those people probably aren't even in their kids' lives, but they're making fun of the next man. Like, what part of the game is that? How you making fun of the next man for pouring his heart out for his child? That's his child, for God's sakes. That's his child. All he wants is his baby. That's it. And like I said, when I saw him crying, I felt for that man. I felt for him. I felt for Tyrese because all he wanted was his baby. That's all. And that's the same thing that goes for me in my situation. I want no parts with my kid's mother. I don't want no parts of her. I just want to be in my kids' lives. That's it. Just like she gets to be in their lives, I want to be in their lives. That's it. I don't want nothing else. I don't want no money from this woman. I don't want no, damn, I can't even think. But I don't want anything from this woman. I just want my kids. I just want to be a part of my kids' life. That's it. I don't want my kids to grow up the way she grew up. That's it. Point blank period. I don't want them to grow up the way she grew up. I want them to grow up knowing both parents, yes, and I want them to grow up knowing their father. That's it. Nothing else. That's all that would make me happy. That's it. That is it. That is it. That is it. That is all that would make me happy. It's just to have my kids. Now, tomorrow is November 30th. Yeah, tomorrow my son has open school day. Best believe I'm gonna be up there at his school. Best believe I'm gonna be up there at his school. I spoke with his teachers about a month ago because I went up there to, just to check up on him. Since the school year started, to see how things were going. And all of them had good reports about my son. All of them. All subjects, all his subjects had nothing but good things to say about my son. And I love that. So I know tomorrow I'm going to hear nothing but good results again, but I'm still going up there. And I said this in one of my episodes a long time ago, like when I first started my episodes. My father never came into any of my open school nights or school days. None. It was my mother. My father never came up to any. So best believe I'm going to support my son and be there for him. I'm going to support him. I'm going to support him, go up there, see his classwork, see what he's been doing since school started to now, see what his grades are looking like, and I'm going to reward him. That's it. I'm going to reward him. And if I hear good things when I go to open school day, best believe we're going to go out to eat this weekend. We're going to go out and have some fun. Because my son deserves it. And I hope when my daughter gets to that age and she's in school, she be just like her brother and get good reports as well. That's all. That is all. Congrats to your son on his schoolwork. Much respect. Salute, Brown. Salute. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. But, yeah, these are all of these. Well, I ain't gonna get through all of the episodes, but yeah, I talked about wait up. Yeah, I talked about why thoughts stay winning and wifed up, and the classy women stay single. Broken homes versus stable homes and how they affect the children's growth. Friends first, then lovers. Does it really work? Youth suicide and spreading awareness. Should in-laws have a say-so in your relationship? Who makes co-parenting difficult, the mother or the father? Man, like, I went through a lot. Should women be forced to pay child support if the man has full custody? When is enough enough? Should men be pressured into marriage? Flowers, do women love them or get turned off when men give them? 9 to 5 versus drug dealers. Like, I could go on, but I'm gonna continue with these topics. I'm gonna continue bringing these great topics. All of your episodes are good and informative. 9 to 5 or Thugs was a great one. We had a good discussion on that one. Yeah, I just said that, bro. 9 to 5 versus drug dealers. That was a great discussion right there. A great one. A great one. And that's all I want to do. I just want to continuously bring great topics, and I want the people to just, tune in. If you guys could, like I said, share the topics. If you could just click the share button at the bottom of the screen. I just want to help out. I know I'm only one person, but if I reach just 2 people, that 2 people could reach 4 people. That 4 people could reach 8 people. That 8 people could reach 12 people. Like, I just want to reach 1 or 2 people, and it's gonna grow. It's gonna grow. Nothing happens overnight, but it's gonna happen. For God's sake, this is my 1-year anniversary of J Spot. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. What time is it? Yeah, it's 9:32. Like I said, this wasn't really, an episode, but it was only right that I bring my 1-year anniversary on the day that I started my J Spot. I still remember like it was yesterday. I was so nervous, but I'm a people person. I could talk with anybody. I could talk to anybody. And once I started the episode and it started, going and going, I got the hang of it. By the second episode, I was Gucci. That's the new term they use nowadays, Gucci. They be like, "Oh, I'm Gucci." So now it's a walk in the park for me. Now I just want to continuous reach other people. That's all. I just want to reach others. I want them to check my episodes out. I want them to listen to my episodes. I want them to just listen. That's all I'm asking for, is just to listen. But I'm gonna end this episode. Well, this 1-year anniversary episode. It feels so good to say that, this 1-year anniversary episode. Got another comment in from Brown. Your show is something I look forward to listening to when I get up for work. I love intellectual conversation. My wife was listening to you last week. She said you are on point. Keep up the great work and shining, man. You got it in the bag, bro. Salute, bro. Thank you. Tell your wife thank you as well for tuning in and listening to me and hearing me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bro. I appreciate it. Man, it's so surreal, but I feel good. I actually feel good. Who knew I could turn something so negative and so hurtful and so painful into something positive? Who knew I could take what I'm going through with my kid's mother and turn it around and try to help others and not go through the problems I'm going through, or give them advice to help them to see their way. Who knew it? Because last year 2016, November 29th to be exact, I didn't know I would be here November 29th, 2017. I didn't know I was going to get this far. I thought people wasn't going to watch. I thought people weren't gonna share it. I thought all the negatives. But look, I'm still here. And all the negatives that I thought It was all wrong because people watch, people view, people comment, people share. So I was wrong in the beginning, but I'm happy now. I am happy now. So, yeah, like I said, next Tuesday, I'm back on the air next Tuesday. My regular time, next Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I will be back next Tuesday and, you know, with more fire topics. More fire topics. But I have to run because I'm about to actually put up the Christmas tree tonight. They actually lit the Christmas tree over here in New York at Rockefeller Center today at 9 o'clock. It started at 9 o'clock. I actually wanted to go, but I thought about it. I'm like, it ain't going to happen. It's going to be too crowded, too jam-packed. So I'm going to actually try to catch it next weekend. I'm going to actually, try to catch it next weekend. Of course, I want to take my kids as well, especially my daughter. I want to take her because my son saw it a couple times. He's seen it. So for my daughter, I want to take her. I want her to see the Christmas tree, snap some pictures. Hopefully, I'm going to get on the ice skating ring. Like, I have to ice skate. I have to. Because I could rollerblade. I could, yeah. So it's nothing. It's nothing. But I have to get on that ice skating ring. So once I do that, I will post pictures, with my kids and myself. I lie to you not, man. I love being a father. I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I love it. Just to see my son and my daughter smile and to see them happy and to see them just enjoying life. That's the only thing I want. I don't want anything materialistic. Just to see them happy is the biggest payment of all. The biggest payment. Peace and maintain. Salute, Brown. Thank you once again for tuning into my 1-year anniversary of J Spot. Thank you so much. And don't forget, tell your wife I said thank you as well for tuning in and listening to me. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And, I'm going to catch you guys Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll take it from there. But enjoy y'all weekend. If y'all ain't put up y'all Christmas tree, jump up on it. 'Tis the season. So, jump up on it and, I'll catch you guys next Tuesday. Indeed, man, I will tell her. Salute, Brian. I appreciate it. Thank you. So I will catch you guys next Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll just catch you guys. Thank you once again for tuning into my 1-year anniversary, and I'll catch you guys Tuesday. Salute.